in the picture he dances because he
blind.
pretends he's blind.
That's right.
And I've never seen such good acting. I mean, that's a beautiful
Oh, yeah.
section.
That's right.
Yes, and the tango is a very good one.
Yeah.
It's an Argentine one.
Yeah.
Milonga, or whatever
Yeah.
they call it. They all have names.
Yeah.
So what else did she find me last time? Oh, then she found some French songs. I was so sorry Nev was gone because, I mean, Nev had all the records of French singers of the early 19th century, 20th century.
Yeah, he loved that.
Charles Trenet, Yves Montand, and you know, he used to listen to them, and he would write the French words and then memorize them to sing with them.
Yeah.
So he loved them.
Oh, that's great. Well, I had some great memories of Nev, and Mort and I both really liked Nev a lot. You know, so when I told him Nev had passed, it was a blow to both of us, you know, because we did. You know how some people, you kind of think when they pass, you kind of, it's not a big blow somehow. You kind of can deal with it, but with him, it was something about it. It was like, wow. You know, you always felt like he was going to be there for some reason. You know?
Yeah, well, it was like that, and
he has that kind. He has
how
that
many
personality.
people have called from all over the world.
Just the same kind of feeling, right?
Yeah,
because he had that kind of personality.
Well, the other day, head of the Department of Metallurgy from University in Alabama. This is a new university they had built, and he was called to go, and he called, and he said, oh, he had received the invitation. Oh, don't forget, let me give you an invitation.
Oh, okay.
He said, oh, I'm shocked, Mrs. Goxon. I cannot believe it. I always wanted to see Nev again and again. And I have so many memories of him that I cannot forget. He was my mentor. He said the first time...
He was French?
Indian.
Oh, Indian.
Indian, but very good scientist. He was a doctorate from MIT. And then he worked with Nev. He said when I came the first time, getting my doctorate degree, I had to make some presentations. My first presentation at one of the big meetings, international meetings, I was so afraid. I was perspiring completely. And on the telephone he's telling me this. Oh. And he said, and all the big wigs from MIT were sitting there. And I knew their names, of course, because there was that generation. There were the generations sitting there. And so he said after the meeting, he came to me, and I didn't know him, and he told me what his name was, and then he put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, young man, don't be that nervous. It was very good. Wow. I enjoyed hearing your presentation, except that he said, you suffered too much. You look at you, you're all wet, you know. Yeah. So he said, you have done a good job. That's a good paper. Wow. And he said, it was the first time somebody told me that I had written a very good paper and so on. I never forgot him. After that, any time I had a problem, I called him up, and he was always ready to answer my questions and read my papers before I submitted them. So he said, of course I'm coming, and I want to speak.
Oh. How old is he now?
Huh?
How old is he, you think?
Well, I don't know how old is he, but maybe 60.
Oh, okay. So this was
She's the head
years
of department
ago.
Now. This was years ago, of course.
Like
this
in the
was
50s,
Nev graduated in 51 or no 43, I think, or 47.
But this was a student of Nev's then. Yeah.
No, he wasn't a student of Nev's. No.
Oh,
it was after Nev, left.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't know Nev.
Oh, I see.
But he just knew that Nev came and said, I'm a graduate of the school. I've been through what you did today.
Yeah.
But he said, you just relax, and it gets better every time. Don't be afraid.
That's nice.
It was something, somebody had to tell me that.
It's so
and
important.
it was him. He said the others were too big to,
Yeah, exactly.
worry about me.
I never could see through that.
Yeah,
kind
Nev
of
had
thing.
been through that. You could see.
Yeah.
Nev had not only been through that, it's written, one of the kids, a poem. Several young kids who wrote to him about, one of them was, you didn't know Keith Dellenbach, the young man who worked for us in our garden, in our garden in Albany.
Yeah.
We have a 5-acre garden.
And you're good friends with the father and the mother.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We were good friends of their mother and father. And apparently Keith wrote a long article in Albany, sent it to the paper, and paper published it.
Really?
About what knowing us has meant to him.
When did he do that?
It was
recently?
After he died. So I was getting calls from Albany.
Yeah.
It was in the paper, they're saying, that this boy who worked for us...
Did he send you a copy of the paper?
Huh?
Did he send you a copy of the newspaper?
No, I don't think I have the paper, but I have the story.
Oh, you do? He sent you the story.
I think he sent the story, or maybe Selma sent me the story.
Oh.
Whatever, because the division, the thing has an email Selma Gogson. Because
right. Yeah.
I had enough to handle,
sure.
in papers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what happened. Would you like to have some fruit? I asked your father.
We were kind of on the way back. We were going to go
You're
have
going
lunch.
to go? Where are you going to go? Where did you go for lunch?
Well, we had bagels up in the Noah's Bagel, so I'm not sure. But I have to get back to the office too.
Is it Peninsula Center?
Yeah, Noah's Bagel up there on Peninsula
I've never
Center.
been there.
Yeah.
There are so many different things now. Everything is growing.
Yeah.
Every time I go there are some more things.
Yeah.
I now read, my favorite paper now is the...
Did you want to keep those? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you. I just wanted to show you. Yeah.
So the Financial Times, the British paper, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful paper. You get all the world news.
Yeah.
But apparently, everybody is saying that papers are going to go. We won't have papers anymore. I don't want to read my paper in a tablet in my
I know.
hand.
Isn't that terrible? Without
I
paper?
just can't imagine doing that.
Exactly.
I enjoy reading a paper.
Yeah, and the feel of the paper.
Yes,
just
everything.
The whole thing.
The same thing with books too.
Right.
Selma is going to have. Did you know that she was working on a Bach project for 5 years?
I guess I didn't.
Oh. Let me see that.
Is she writing a book or?
No, she wrote